Ariana Grande's brother Frankie opens up about Mac Miller's death.
Cardi B responds to Nicki Minaj's mean claims about her.
And Kylie Jenner gets candid about being bullied since she was a child.
All that and more on today's rundown.
Hey you guys, welcome back to DHR. I'm Miriam with my favorite Persian in the universe.
Hi guys, I'm Renee.
I love working with you.
I love working with you, and I love how I just introduced myself. Like, hey guys. I'm here a lot, but hi.
We have a lot of heartbreaking stories today,
Yes.
including this insane story about Justin Bieber and how Scooter Braun was actually afraid for a year and a half that he might pass away. But before we get into that,
on a lighter note, you guys, Noah Santonio, who we all love, he's like America's boyfriend right now.
Totally.
He opened up about getting catfished. The hottest heartthrob in Hollywood right now, yep, we are talking about Noah Centineo, recently admitted to Hollywood Life that he too has been a victim to a broken heart via Instagram DMs.
I developed this this what I thought was an intimate, relationship with someone, and we were just talking and really getting to know each other, and turned out they're not who they thought they were, who I thought they were.
What's even crazier is he still has no idea who this person even was. He said, quote, "I still don't know to this day who they were." Wow. He told BuzzFeed that the whole catfishing thing went down about a year and a half ago, so thankfully he's had time to heal. But on the real, will this catfisher please stand up? And we're dying to know what these DMs look like. So my initial thought was can he go on Catfish? Can we call up me and Max and get him on the show?
wait, so as we're talking about this story, I'm suddenly realizing that maybe 10 years ago when I was on Facebook, Diddy wasn't my best friend. I totally thought me and Diddy were like this for a year.
Oh,
that wasn't
so sad.
Diddy, was it?
I'm sorry we're breaking this. We have more breaking news here. Miriam was catfished by fake Diddy.
I can't believe that.
You should call Noah. You could bond over it. We can all be jealous. I'm so surprised that I love when stars go through such relatable things, because for a while I feel like it was so possible for anyone to get catfished before we really looked into, oh, will you maybe video chat me, or oh, is this truly their
Give
phone
me
number?
the receipts.
Seriously.
Yeah. Have you ever been catfished?
I haven't. Well, as far as
Or
I know.
so you think.
So I think.
I thought I hadn't either.
I used to play, I shouldn't have done this, but I used to play online games when I was really young in middle school, talking to all kinds of people that had, their pictures up. I'm sure one of them had to have been fake, so probably.
Well, here's what I thought meant that he was my, for real. I asked him, "Are you the real Diddy?" And he wrote back, "Yeah." And I was like, okay.
Oh, so he probably was.
Now, it's been a really devastating week for Mac Miller's family as well as Ariana Grande's family, and now her brother is opening up about Mac's death. Frankie Grande became super close to Mac Miller when Mac was dating his sister Ariana, but what we didn't know was how much Mac actually helped Frankie during his own struggles with substance abuse. In his lengthy and heartfelt tribute to his old friend, which included a candid picture of Mac with a cigarette hanging from his mouth, Frankie wrote, "I am beyond heartbroken over Malcolm's death. He was a good friend and was wonderful to my sister. He was the reason I went to the rehabilitation center where I was detoxed safely from all of the drugs, alcohol, and medications I was taking when I couldn't imagine living without them." He goes on to say that he remembers when he would get 30, 60, 90 days clean and Malcolm would be there with a gift and a card and words of encouragement. Quote, telling me that he knew how hard getting sober is and how impressed he was that I was succeeding. And that's where Frankie continued to basically say, addiction is a terrible disease. Many people are suffering from addiction like I am, and many of them are losing. Those of us who are struggling with addiction must stay strong. He finished the post by thanking Mac for his support through his own struggles, writing, "Malcolm, my friend, you will be dearly missed, and I know you will be looking down on me from heaven. Proud AF for every day I live my life clean and sober. 453 days and counting. Thank you from the bottom of my heart." And then he included the phone number for the suicide prevention hotline and AA and Narcotics Anonymous. And he basically told everyone, don't be ashamed if you're struggling with this. Don't be another person that we lose. Seek help, and it's there.
This is so sad.
So sad.
I love how vulnerable Frankie got opening up about this, because he really talked about him so beautifully in his Max relationship with Ariana Grande. But this week is truly heartbreaking. I just feel for everyone in Max's life. Oh my God, obviously we don't know him personally, but he seemed like such a good guy.
He seemed like such a good guy. If there's something consistent about how everyone describes him, it's his kindness.
Yeah, I love the one part that Frankie was talking about when he like reached a milestone in his sobriety, that Mac would get him a gift and like a card with words of encouragement.
It's a good dude.
He really, really seemed to be that, and well wishes for everyone who was in Mac's life, family members. We
feel the loss. It's what a huge loss.
Kylie Jenner just dropped an emotional video opening up about how she's been bullied since she was just a kid. Kylie Jenner posted an emotional video via Snapchat that her sister Kendall later reposted with the caption, "That made me cry." And after watching it, we totally understand why. In the video, we see clips of Kylie growing up in the spotlight alongside some raw moments of her crying. We hear Kylie saying, quote, "Half of you guys think I'm weird and the other half think I'm funny, but I've been bullied since I've been 9. From the whole world, it feels like sometimes." Her voiceover then went on to say,
"I think that I've done a really great job in handling all of this, but there's bullies everywhere."
Kylie has certainly done a lot of reflecting since and actually ended the video by saying, quote, "So this is just a little like Snapchat to tell whoever with their own bullies that the only opinion that really matters is yours and to never change. This isn't a pity party though, don't get it twisted. This is for those with bullies out there to know that you're not alone. Now good night, spread love."
Spread love.
I love that. What a great way to spread love.
Yes.
Right here on DHR. I love this. I love that Kylie posted this video. I'm saying love a lot right now. But
I just got back from Burning Man, so I'm in the love
so
zone.
much love. I just feel like she has such a big platform, so I admire her for opening up, being honest about what she had gone through with struggles that I'm sure a lot of kids out there and adults can relate to, especially growing up in front of the spotlight at just 9 years old being bullied. I cannot imagine what that would be like, because you're so sensitive at that point and you don't know why these people are targeting you. You don't really understand the world yet, so.
Jaleesa from the 3rd grade, I remember.
Oh no, was that your bully?
Yeah, that was my bully when I was 8 years old. But you know what? The only thing worse than one person bullying you is millions, and that's what celebrities go through.
Yeah, so I just admire her for taking what had happened to her and trying to spread a positive message about it, or at least
not to mention taking those insecurities and creating a billion-dollar business out of it.
So true.
Mic drop. Speaking of mic dropping, Cardi B is finally responding to all of those crazy claims that Nicki Minaj made about her earlier this week. On Monday, during a pretty crazy episode of Queen Radio, Nicki Minaj bashed Cardi B big time. In fact, she said, "You knew that when that footage came out, you were about to look dumb, so your team, they hurry up and put out a statement. I didn't stop anyone's bags." This was clearly referencing Cardi's IG post about their fight. Nicki then went on to say that Cardi built her career of sympathy and payola. Ouch. In case you didn't know, payola is the illegal practice of paying a radio station to play your song with no disclosure of it being sponsored content. Well, it's looking like Cardi has finally responded, because on Wednesday, Cardi posted a pic to her Instagram of 2018's top 10 best-selling hip-hop albums, with hers being at number 3, along with the caption, "Numbers don't f***ing lie." Ouch. And that's not all. She then posted a video of herself performing and captioned that, "No label, no radio play, fresh out of love and hip hop. Only 200,000 in my bank account, my first tour. Nobody can make you feel like you cheated yourself or you don't deserve to be where you at when you know you worked yourself to the top. Thank you, Barty Gang. You've been here since the get-go."
So this actually isn't the first time people thought Cardi was responding to Nicki's radio show. I guess on Monday she posted a video from Beyonce's concert, Beyonce and Jay-Z's concert, saying like, "Real love, real life." So I guess that was also kind of responding because it's all real.
Yeah. I just want the beef to end. I want all of the beef squashed because these are all incredible women and there's enough space for you in the music industry for all of you.
And moving on to our last story, which came as quite a shock to I think all of us. Justin Bieber's manager, Scooter Braun, recently opened up that at one point during Justin's rough patch, he thought he was going to lose him. Justin Bieber is in a good place in his life now, but that wasn't always the case. He had a bit of a rough patch a few years ago when he did some questionable stuff, you know, like peeing in a bucket, getting arrested for a DUI, and egging a neighbor's house. So, you know, just to name a few. Of course, we're all glad to see him back on track, but perhaps no one was happier than his longtime manager, Scooter Braun. Scooter has known Justin since he was just a wee kid from Canada covering songs on YouTube, so he has been through it all. When Scooter appeared on Van Lathan's Red Pill podcast, he admitted that he was once genuinely concerned by Justin's reckless behavior. He told the host, quote, "I thought he was going to die. I thought he was gonna go to sleep one night and have so much crap in his system that he would not wake up the next morning. And I was trying to monitor him from a distance. I would fly after him at times, all kinds of different stuff." Scooter then said Justin would yell and scream at him because he wanted to tour and make music, but Scooter refused because he just wanted him to get healthy. He also added that he felt like he, quote, failed miserably trying to help Justin for a year and a half despite his best efforts. He also added, quote, "There was a time where I would go to sleep almost every night when he had the money to fly away from me, and I was worried every night that I was gonna lose him." Thankfully, that never happened, and according to Scooter, Justin was ultimately the one who woke up one morning and said, quote, "I don't want to be this person anymore." Since then, the Biebs has been pretty successful turning his life around, obviously, as we've seen. And Scooter said, quote, "The result is who he's become today, and that is a result of his own decision, no one else's." I'm a firm believer that you can't help someone unless they want to help themselves.
Totally.
So this is a perfect example of that, but dang, that sounds like some serious stuff that Justin went through.
Crazy. My heart goes out to Justin because, look, when I think of Britney Spears and Michael Jackson, those were two celebs who became super uber famous.
Yeah.
And the media sort of assassinated them and they all went through this crazy period, but that was before social media. I think Justin Bieber was the first celebrity to reach that pinnacle of fame in the era of social media. He was like the guinea pig.
Yeah. No, that's really
That's
true.
tough.
Because times have definitely changed where you can't get away at all anymore. You can't
With anything.
You can't even go home and like be by yourself because it's like ping, ping, ping on Instagram just throwing you hate comments. So
You know, and at the time we were seeing this kid acting up and we were just like, you know,
Don't
rooting
do
for
that.
him.
Be good.
Little did we know that he was struggling at that level where the person who knew him most was afraid that he wasn't going to wake up the next morning.
I know. I couldn't imagine being that close to him and worrying
Yeah.
well, first of all, feeling completely out of control, trying to help but knowing you can't really do anything because they have to want to help themselves. So
Did it make you think of Selena?
Yes, it did actually. But let's just be thankful that Justin Bieber has turned his life around. He's happily engaged, living his best life. But now we just like need a new Justin Bieber album.
Oh, yes.
So
now it's time.
We're waiting.
Yes.
All right, you guys, that pretty much wraps up our show for today. But before we go, Noah Santonio admitted that he was catfished. We admitted that we were catfished. So now we want to hear your stories. Leave them down in the comments.
And also let us know, were you surprised that Frankie Grande was as close with Mac as he apparently was? And what do you think of this whole Scooter Braun admission on the status of Justin Bieber in 2014? Let us know all the things, all the thoughts, all the feelings right down there in the comment section.
And until then, we will be back here tomorrow.
Yay.
And then click right over here to find out what Shane Dawson's next docu-series is gonna be about. It's gonna be crazy.
Or you can click right here to subscribe to our channel.
Oh, where were you?
I was just down below.
Oh, got it. Subscribe.